Today's video is about bringing down your stress level with working with groups at work, at church, organizations, and even in your family. This life hack will bring down your stress level and make you more effective within your group. So let's talk about this. Why are you stressed out at work when you work with teams and groups or at church? And usually it's because in those groups, there are people who get things done and there are people who don't get things done. And let me know if this sounds familiar. So you have this project and you're working with John. And John's part has 10 steps to this project. And John, for some reason, can't get past one or two. You're confused. So you call John in, you talk to John, you go over things with John again, and you come back and he's on step three. So that's confusing for you and frustrating. And say we have another example, Susie. Susie comes in. Susie, definitely not where John is, but again, the 10 steps. And she seems to get to 4 and 5. But she doesn't say anything when the due date comes around. And so now we have the project due, and she's on it up to step 5. And she gives a bunch of reasons, and you don't understand why she didn't come to you earlier if she was struggling. And the last one is Malcolm. Malcolm is your star. He gets everything done. He does things that are not necessarily in the project. He brings you back new things with bells and whistles on it. And you're thinking to yourself, why can't my team all be like Malcolm? I'm here to tell you the reason why you're frustrated with both John and Susie is that you have not categorized them correctly. I call it A to Z, A to M, and A to B. Your A to Z person gets it done. No problem, no stress. Just give them the project. It's going to get done. As I said before, they're going to bring back bells and whistles from it. No problem. Your A to M person is going to get it almost done. Halfway, 3/4, but they can't quite get over the finish line. And your A to B person, very simple, short task. Essentially, and I'm over exaggerating here, take this piece of paper, put it on the desk, and come back and see me. People usually fall into these three categories as far as getting things done. The mistake we make is asking someone who's A to B, which is really, really short task and not able to do complex tasks, to do an A to Z project. That is very complex, a lot of steps. So what I want you to do is go back into your teams and put people in the right category. Now, obviously, this is a broad explanation of how people are productive, but trust me, once you start categorizing people in the right categories, A to B, A to M, and A to Z, your life will become less stressful. Here's the thing though, you must not overwork your A to Z people. There's a tendency, because Malcolm is really good at this, we put more things on Malcolm's plate. And he continues to handle it. The more you put on his plate, the more he handles it. You can overwork Malcolm because you don't want to deal with John. That is not the way to do that. So make sure you don't overwork Malcolm. Put into your plan times to deal with John, times to deal with Susie, and trust me, your productivity for your team is going to go up. Your stress level is going to go down, and it's going to be a much happier workplace.